जहाँ चित्त भय से शून्य हो, जहाँ हम गर्व से माथा ऊंचा करके चल सके, जहाँ ज्ञान मुक्त हो, जहाँ दिन रात विशाल वसुधा को खंडों में विभाजित कर छोटे और छोटे आंगन न बनाए जाते हों, जहाँ हर वाक्य हृदय की गहराई से निकलता हो, जहाँ हर दिशा में कर्म की अर्ज सत्र नदी के स्रोत फूटते हों और निरंतर आबादित बहते हों, जहाँ विचारों की सरिता तुच्छ आचारों की मरुभूमि में न खोती हो, जहाँ पुरुषार्थ 100 टुकड़ों में बटा हुआ न हो, जहाँ पर सभी कर्म भावनाएं आनंदानुभूतियां तुम्हारे अनुगत हों। हे पिता, अपने हाथों से निर्दयतापूर्ण प्रहार कर उसी स्वातंत्र्य स्वर्ग में इस सोते हुए भारत को जगाओ।
The seeds of resistance towards British imperialism were sown in the mid-19th century by Sidhu and Kanhu, who confronted the British colonial authority and the exploitative zamindari system. The next big blow to the foundation of British Empire in India was the Great Revolt of 1857, which is considered as one of the biggest armed resistance against colonialism in the 19th century. Surendranath Banerjee and Anand Mohan Bose formed the Indian Association in 1876, which served as the precursor to the Indian National Congress. INC was founded in 1885 and W.C. Banerjee served as its first president. The moderates within the Congress, like Dadabhai Naoroji, Justice Ranade, Badruddin Tyabji, and Firoz Shah Mehta, wanted reform of the legislative councils under colonial rule and believed in constitutional methods. On the other hand, the extremists like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Lala Lajpat Rai advocated mass agitations to achieve the goal of independence. The revolutionaries like Subhash Chandra Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, Sukhdev Thapar, Bhagat Singh, Shivram Rajguru, and Batukeshwar Dutt, being frustrated by the outcome of the political activism of the leaders of the nationalist movement and the repressive measures of the government, took recourse to revolutionary activities against the government and its officials. These revolutionaries looted government to collect money and arms for an armed struggle against the British. The role of women in the Indian freedom struggle must not be forgotten. Women from all walks of life, all castes, all religions, and all communities courageously fought against the British forces. Armed with patriotism, selflessness, valor, self-respect, and heroism, women played an instrumental role in freeing India from the clutches of the colonial powers. Among an overwhelming majority of men in the Indian Constituent Assembly was the assistance of 15 notable women with resilience of faith and formidable leadership. These women were Ammu Swaminathan, Dakshayani Velayudhan, Begum Aizaz Rasul, Hansa Jeevraj Mehta, Kamla Chaudhary, Annie Masarine, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, Suchita Kriplani, Leela Roy, Malti Chaudhary, Durgabai Deshmukh, Purnima Banerjee, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Renuka Ray, and Sarojini Naidu. They ensured equal rights for the women of India and condemned discrimination of the marginalized. These stupendous women, many being founders of a plethora of societies and organizations and active participants of the freedom struggle added to the ink of the Constitution, making it even more inclusive and giving it a wider horizon. The father of our nation strongly believed in the ideals of Satyagraha, which is a combination of ahimsa and satya. He said that there are three pillars of Swaraj: non-violence, truth, and harmony. Gandhiji also advocated the 14-point constructive program, which consisted of communal unity, removal of untouchability, prohibition of foreign goods, promotion of khadi and other village industries, village sanitation, basic education also focusing on adult education, education in health and hygiene, emancipation of women, promotion of national languages as well as regional languages, all, farmers and their issues, labor and labor laws, tribal upliftment and rehabilitation, leprosy patients' health and betterment, and lastly, students' role and participation. Nehru's belief in the ideals of nation building, secularism, non-alignment, Panchsheel, and Ambedkar's role as the father of the Indian Constitution, his act of annihilation of caste, determination to fight both external domination as well as internal oppression, laid the foundation of a new and bright India. The struggles for independence gradually started seeing victory. In 1946, the Constituent Assembly was formed under the Cabinet Mission Plan. The Constitution makers clearly spelled out their commitment to justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. The chapter of an independent nation that commenced on 15th August 1947 is a kaleidoscope of national pride and lessons of dejection. Gandhi, Nehru, and Sardar Patel, along with other influential leaders, hoped and struggled for a united and peaceful India. Yet, the nation has found itself in the battlefield many times. There have been instances of communal disharmony, political changes, economic upheaval, and secession movements that have left a great impact on India's history. Yet India today has withstood all to stand as the largest democracy in the world, based in paramount values of tolerance, ahimsa, unity in diversity, and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is a journey of leaps and bounds, yet standing upright nevertheless.